Welcome back to Midday. You guys want to go ahead and get to our next story here. Progress, innovation, opportunity, all great buzzwords, and our next guest puts them into action. She heads up Fintech in Action, a coalition dedicated to seeing those good things happen for Black students and professionals in finance. Joining me is Executive Director Michelle Williams, based right here in Dallas. Good morning, Michelle. Welcome to Midday.
Good morning, Tashara. So good to see you.
Explain a little bit more about what Fintech in Action is.
Fintech in Action is an initiative that is started by two fintech companies, one based right here in Dallas, that very simply wants to see equity across the fintech industry as it's growing and booming. And so it was started in the summer of 2020. We have about 43 firms that are focused on equity and inclusion through education and opportunity across our industry.
And I saw, Michelle, $1.7 million invested, obviously a great start. How did y'all get there?
Honestly, our companies put their money where their mouth was. They did not want to be firms that simply, place the obligatory black square on their social media, but they actually wanted to be firms of action. And so the fundraising lift was pretty light. I'm a nonprofit professional by trade, and it's very good to have an initiative where the corporations say, hey, we want to go ahead and fund this offering.
How does Fintech in Action propose to create Black equity in the finance and fintech industries with those funds that you guys have?
So we're doing a couple of things. Our main focus right now is through opportunities specifically throughout the internship and career lane that we're able to essentially create a pipeline for students and young professionals to go into. And so we've partnered with nonprofit organizations such as the Greenwood Project, as well as some local universities, some HBCUs around the nation, and even the National Urban League to create some workshops, dynamic educational opportunities, and like I said earlier, internship opportunities for students.
After that initial investment, what course of action did you take to make a more inclusive finance industry?
A big key for me was making sure that we had strategic partners that were already serving the demographic that we wanted to serve, and simply asking what type of barriers exist when it comes to educating just the general population around what fintech is, but also ensuring that we are able to provide open doors. And so we worked with our partners. We immediately created some programs, executed them, learned a lot from them, and now here in our second year, we're taking some of those learnings and implementing even stronger programming.
Michelle, we talked about what Fintech in Action is. You just mentioned something, and I wanted to get to that quickly here. What is Fintech for folks who just need to know?
Yeah, it's a great question. Fintech is the collision between finance and technology. And so the best way that I can point people to it is think about PayPal, think about Cash App, think about all of the transactions that we're doing now that we're really a cashless society. That all of that encompasses Fintech. Trading apps, Robinhood, Stash, Webull, all of this is part of the fintech industry. So you can imagine how quickly this industry is growing.
And I want you also to make sure that people can know where to find you, Michelle. So tell folks how they can get involved.
Yes, please go to fintechinaction.com, fill out our contact us form. We have internship opportunities right now, and all of our internships are paid, Tashara. So we really want to make sure that students, college students, take advantage of these opportunities that we have.
That's a big deal because we know a lot of internships these days are not paid. So Michelle,
exactly.
Good stuff there. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing a wealth of knowledge with us here this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.